An autoencoder is a type of artificial neural network used in unsupervised learning that is used to encode and reconstruct data. Autoencoders are made up of two components. The first is the encoder, which processes the input data and compresses it into a smaller, usually lower dimensional representation. The second component is the decoder, which takes the compressed, encoded version of the input data and reconstructs a plan close to the original data. At the core of an autoencoder is an idea of compressed representation. In some cases, this representation can be millions of dimensions reduced down to a much smaller number. Since the goal of an autoencoder is to encode and reconstruct the data, it is important that it retains as much information from the original as possible. To do this, the autoencoder sets constraints on the compression process, such as keeping the distance between the original data vector and its reconstruction vector as small as possible. The type of distance measurement is determined by a loss function. Common loss functions used in autoencoders include mean squared error and cross entropy. Autoencoders were first developed in the early 2000s and have since emerged as a powerful tool for many different tasks, such as image denoising, image generation, pre-training neural networks, and feature extraction. To understand how autoencoders work, consider a simple example. Suppose one wants to compress a black and white image of a dog into a small representation. The encoder in this example takes the image and reduces its size by applying a filter. This filter eliminates redundant information and compacts the image into a lower dimensional form while retaining most of the relevant features. Next, the reconstructed image is then reconstructed by the decoder. This reconstructed image may appear blurry or contain noise, as the encoder filter has tried to preserve information from the original. In sum, autoencoders are a type of artificial neural network used in unsupervised learning for encoding and reconstructing data. Autoencoders are made up of an encoder, which reduces the input data size, and a decoder, which reconstructs a plan close to the original data. Autoencoders are useful for tasks such as image denoising, image generation, pre-training neural networks, and feature extraction.